One of the one of the one of the most informative weekends I've probably ever had on the bike. It taught me a lot about myself.
A little island called Madeira, and it's off the coast of Portugal in Africa, in the middle of the sea.
It's really cool to see like just the pure beauty of the island, not necessarily the tracks, but to like see this single track that goes for miles and miles and miles along the edge of the island is absolutely amazing, and it was really cool to come and check it out and get to race on those same tracks. It was awesome.
Trying to calm the farm at the moment, but pretty excited. It's good to be back. It's nice to be it's just nice to be back at the race, you know, getting ready for practice.
I crashed and I was stuck in the bushes, and I was like stuck, like my GoPro was stuck in the tape, and I was just like dangling there, and then this guy's like, do you need help? And I'm like, yeah. And he came over and like undid it for me, and it just like slid down. But yeah, without that guy there, I might still be up on stage 2.
First time I've been riding with Oscar, and he just helped me with a few line choices and just my positioning on the bike. Going over some of the more technical pieces, like the wet and greasy rock garden. And it's quite cool. We set up these microphones so we could talk to each other throughout when we were riding. So it was quite cool. It was very different, but helped me a lot.
The big Ginger Ninja, he was back in action. It was awesome to have him back at the races. Rooming with him and having a buddy to practice with was really awesome to bounce ideas off of, and it was really good to have him back in the race. Joe, I know I've asked you 37,000 times,
Do you
but
want to know what time it is?
yeah,
Doesn't your fancy Garmin tell you?
I'm not turning it on until I get to up there.
10:11.
Okay, I'm gonna go over there.
Fucking a big day.
Oh yeah. It's nice to have at least start the day in the sun. We'll see where it goes, but pretty excited. Gonna be a big weekend, so better get it rolling soon.
It's so slippery, so slippery. All the rocks and the mud are just like ice.
That was not the start I was hoping for. Man, I was just awkward and way more slippery than I anticipated.
Stage 3, the top part, was just like terrifying. You had no idea what was gonna have grip and what wouldn't grip, and you were just holding on for dear life to make it to the bottom.
I've never had that happen before, but I just panicked and just froze. Just fully froze. In the rocks and the slipperiness, I just panicked and froze and just, yeah, just, just locked up. So had to survive the rest of the stage, and it's been a long liaison trying to figure my shit out to come back here.
Just went from 40k an hour to dead stop at the base of a tree, and just I kept going, but my shoulder didn't. So it's hurting pretty bad. From what the doctor told us here, I just separated my AC joint, so just a few weeks off the bikes. Not too serious. I was a little nervous going into the hospital because I've never hurt a shoulder before, so I had no idea like what to expect. I'm like, my shoulder's just in pain. I have no idea if I've broken a bone or torn my rotator cuff or anything like that. So to hear that it's just some ligament damage that will be healed in a few weeks was super relieving.
There's a couple of times I did really want to quit and just throw in the towel and be like, no, you know, got to see this through, got to get down. And I'm so, it's you know, it's hard at time, but it's so good to see it through. And yeah, like I loved it by the end. The last 2 stages, I had so much fun. So everything was well worth it.
So I'm trying to find that line right now of preparing for the rest of the year in preparation for next year, and yeah, just trying to deal with what I've got right now and get strong and get fit and healthy for the rest of the season.